238
23 86
3
34 77
23405984
E8133727397
2432
P049
543214.
I've always had an ambition of basically joining up because my dad was in the forces and basically grew on from there.
Fed up with civilian life and thought I would look for a different avenue to see the world.
Oil shortage came, we were getting laid off anyway, and I had two brothers in the services, so I joined the army.
I remember just watching all these ships sailing out and all the people sort of waving flags and the fly past and the Royal Marine Band on the flight deck and just thinking, wow, that's amazing, and feeling that I really wanted to be part of it.
Straight from school, I just wanted to follow into my father's footsteps, keeping up with the tradition.
That time they weren't very much work in Glasgow. All the docks were shutting down and everything. So I decided to try my hand at joining the forces.
I wanted to go and travel and get about the place. I just didn't want to stay in Edinburgh all my life.
During the war, you had no option. Everybody was going to be called up.
Is it a worthwhile job? 100% yes.
It gave me a lot of experience about human beings and things like that, you know.
I take it on the same credibility as any other job. You take on a contract and you apply yourself to the best of your ability.
It's more than a job because it's definitely, it's your whole life while you're actually doing it.
The thing was, it made you fit. You could go in a big fat slob and come out a young fit man, believe it or not, but it's fact.
The friends that you make, particularly within the paras, seem to be, friends for life, trusting to put your life in somebody else's hand and they trusting you. It's quite an incredible bond of friendship that you make.
Bad experience, not bad, but sad, rather sad, is when you finally come to the end of your service and you leave the army.
I think it is a very good job. I mean, I joined up at 16 years old. They can teach you everything, teach you how to live, basically.
I was in Norway working for NATO. I've been to Cyprus for 3 years. I've been around a bit. Had a great time. Well, you felt you were doing something for the community, your own community, and giving some back.
The main experience was the people that was dying round about you.
Afghanistan was very different. I had a few of my mates that died in there. Obviously it brings a lot of memories that way.
There was 2 vehicles and our lad in the Land Rover, which was armour plated, hit the mine, and the Land Rover and him were blown up. On attending to him, his arm was just hanging on by skin.
People perhaps don't realise it, but it's a dreadful experience. You, especially for young boys of 18 and 19 and 20, when all their comrades round about them are being killed, you're virtually living under a death sentence and you just don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
We were then called into action against the foreign invading troops of Indonesia. That was quite fearful because most of the chaps were around about my age, between the ages of 18 and 20, and we had never actually seen action, and that's the one thing you don't want.
Things happened that obviously I can't really explain.
It is a dreadful experience that we will never forget, in fact something that we cannot even explain or describe to others.
People need to know why the pub is so important.
Well, I think it's always important to remember people that have fought for your country, trying to keep us safe.
It reminds me of our forefathers. The memories goes back to the fields of Flanders.
For me, remembrance is remembering the people that are still serving as well as those that have died.
The poppy is actually means a lifeline.
And it must be acknowledged. They are serving their country, they are putting their lives at risk for us.
People have fought and died for this country and for the freedoms that we have today.
And the poppy appeal means a lot to me because it's from the heart. It's from the heart. Yeah, that's it.
We must never allow such carnage to return.
How do we stop it? And I wish to God somebody would just sit down and turn and say, let's stop this, carry on. Other than that, I'm afraid I can't go any further.